Hey, it's been a minute and there have been some things, so it's definitely time for an update. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. So the last time we talked was September, October, and our frozen embryo transfer had failed, and our embryo had died, and I was like two-thirds of the way to throwing myself off a bridge, and Ian's sister was getting married, and everything was just a little bit mental. Since then, things haven't gotten any less mental because why would they? That would just be ridiculous. They've gotten crazier. So, very shortly after that, that was a hard one, man. I don't know why that one was the hardest of all of them. I think maybe because it was the last go for my ute, and it was like, okay, well, this is it. I'm never ever going to carry our kid. And I found that one tricky. And then very shortly after that, I got a call from our RE in Toronto that explained that my eggs are useless. Like properly garbagey. Oh, Odie's coming to say hi. Properly useless. So it's time for an egg donor. And, that's another weird component because I don't know if you can hear him chewing on that toy. I'm sorry. It's like the worst noise. All of the egg donor people are like, look, it doesn't matter that you're not biologically related to your child. It's cool. You're carrying it. You're going to give birth to that baby. Like, of course it's your baby. And then all the surrogacy people are like, listen, you're not carrying the baby, but who cares? Pregnancy sucks. It's your baby. It's biologically your baby. Of course it's your baby. And I'm just like chilling in the middle being like, but is it my baby? Like, what's happening? Of course it is. Of course I know it is. That's a rhetorical, ridiculous question, but that's the scoop. So I'm broken. We have to go for an egg donor. In Canada, the way they work egg donation is there is none because you can't pay egg donors here. That would mean that egg donors would have to go through stims and egg retrieval for no reason, just and hope that someday someone uses their eggs. There's absolutely no compensation. So that would be about $25,000 for us to buy some eggs from the States, and there's no guarantee of quality. They are usually split up between donor groups, so you'll likely have siblings of your child that live in other cities that they may or may not be able to find at some point, and it can get a little bit complicated. So we had a friend, a very dear friend, offer her eggs, and it's craziness. I don't actually know how we got so lucky that we have two friends that are lending us body parts. We have an amazing surrogate and we have an amazing egg donor, and it's really weird. Like, they could all make this baby and I could just be like sitting at home reading a newspaper because it's friend A's egg and Ian's sperm and then friend B's uterus. So I'm really just like the cheering squad in this whole situation. There's lots of stuff between all of those things, but that's sort of the big news. I'll tell you all about it eventually. And then on the other side of things, I have a new surgeon. He's freaking amazing. And I am going for a radical hysterectomy, oophorectomy, bowel resection, bladder resection, lung, and diaphragm resection sometime between now and November because my endo is out of control and there's no point in keeping all of those body parts the way they are. It turns out, surprise, you can grow endo on your lung and on your diaphragm. So if you have endometriosis and you have the weird symptom of when you have your period, it hurts you to breathe, or you get that like shoulder tip pain the same way you would after a laparoscopic surgery, you probably have diaphragmatic endo. So they're going to go in and deal with that, which sounds promising. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Egg donor starts meds tomorrow, probably. CD1 is scheduled for tomorrow, so I went yesterday and brought her all of her meds. Lawyer stuff is signed, and now that we're back in like an active cycle, we're going to try and update again so that we can have a record of everything, and we'll sort of fill in all of the blanks of what's happened in the last couple months as we go. But long and short of it, egg donor starts meds probably tomorrow. I'm freaking out. It's amazing and wonderful, but it's also, once you start, as long as, I don't know how to explain it, as long as we don't start, it can't fail. So it sucked, and it's been so stressful waiting for legal and waiting for everything to happen. It's been months and months and months and months and months. But at the same time, now that it's sort of started, if this is it, man, if this doesn't work, we're done. This is the last go. This is financially the last go. This is emotionally the last go. Like, this is it. And there's some freedom in that. One way or the other, there's going to be closure, but it also means that the pressure on this particular cycle is insane. And financially, the pressure is getting kind of crazy. So pressure for everybody all around. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing well. I'm sorry I haven't been around. I've been trying to sort of wrap my head around this whole situation. And hopefully we'll be talking to you very soon with all kinds of like really great news about eggs and embryos and things like that. So I hope everybody's good. We'll talk soon.